The Commissioner of Police, CP Hayatu Hassan Shafa, formally handed over 32 rescued victims to the local government chairman.
They handed over the children to me, to the local government.
The victims, comprising 4 men, along with 28 women and children, were abducted in Rapa, but rescued within 24 hours at Angaba village. 18-year-old Fauzia Basha recounted their harrowing experience in captivity.
They trailed
them to a location towards the Zamfara Sokoto state border. And on getting there, the hoodlums, the bandits begin to fire sporadically.
Key arrests include suspected fuel supplier Abubakar Modi of Kwaraka village. And informant Muktau Sheu of Longungrafia village in Wamako local government area.
This is the seat of the caliphate. The crime busters crew are in this state to have a first-hand information on the security situation and what the operatives of the Nigerian police force are doing to ensure the security of lives and property. We'll also educate you on what the government of Sokoto State is doing to support the Nigerian police force.
Sokoto, the historic seat of the caliphate, is unfortunately experiencing its fair share of violent crime. While the metropolis remains generally secured and peaceful, local government areas in the eastern axis, including Sabumbreni, Isa, Rakpa, Gonoyo, Wono, and Ilela, face a far tougher reality. Aside from Guadabawa and Gada, where attacks occur occasionally, securing the other border local government areas is an everyday battle. In other parts of the state, the emergence of Lakurawa armed groups and the location of the local government along border areas has kept police operatives on high alert across Chureta, Bodinga, Tangaza, Kekpe, Tambua, Binji, Wamako, Shagari, and Silame. This complex security environment and the prompt interventions of the police were explicitly acknowledged by the state government.
Of course, we're having challenges, but not in all, not across the state. The security issues are only restricted to some certain areas in Sokoto State, but some areas are still safe. But even those areas that are having challenges, efforts are being made to make them safe. As I told you, the state government has been doing very well. It has been supporting our security agencies in ensuring that our local communities that are residing in areas where bandits are causing trouble, at least assisted in ensuring that they have a comfortable life.
Holding the line in Sokoto is no small task. It requires raw courage, tactical intelligence, and immense physical sacrifice. Operatives remain deployed under harsh weather conditions, braving hazardous terrain to protect vulnerable communities and secure crucial highway corridors. Across these troubled areas, foiling kidnapping attempts, rescuing hostages, and recovering rusted livestock have become daily operational duties for the police. In Rakpa local government area, the Commissioner of Police, CP Hayatu Hassan Shafa, accompanied by his Deputy Commissioner Operations, Ismail Sagil, formally handed over 32 rescued victims to the local government chairman. The victims, comprising 4 men, along with 28 women and children, were abducted in Rapa, but rescued within 24 hours at Angaba village.
Yes, they handed over the children to me, to the local government. They came in batches. The first 15 was brought here. Then later, the other, I think 16 were brought to me again, which give them under custody of DPO.
Speaking on behalf of the rescued hostages, 18-year-old Fauzia Basha recounted their harrowing experience in captivity.
Gaskiya komai ya faru don gaskiya cikin da wannan akwai tashin hankali sosai. Suna kashe mutane kuma sannan gaskiya kullum na babu sahiyar da ba su ba mutane kashi musamman ma maza. Suna shan wahala sosai. A'a, wa'anga su kuma duk dai gudu man kai da su. Bayan na ji dama ni ce zan koma daji. Sai na koma mun tahi daji muna itace. Kawai sai mun ka ji mashukkansu ta yi ko da man ka tadda kai sai mun ka ga mashukkansu sun nuha ta inda muke. Sai mun ka kawace gudu muna keta duhuwoyi. Da nan dai ba mu samu bare man ka samu sai ma da daddare man ka samu man ka kai an gamba. Kuma ko an gamban ko da man ka isa can su ma barayin har ma sun kashe musu mutane. Ana ta koke-koke duk ba a samu ma kwana ko can dai gaskiya babu kwanciyar hankali. Ko da yaushe ma cikin jawaya suke da bindigoginsu kuma da mashukansu. Za su ce ma ko da dogon motsi kai zai su ce za su kashe ka ko za su halbe ka.
'Yan sanda da 'yan kwamiti ga su suka ceto ta. 'Yan sanda da kwamiti ga su suka ceto su da 'yan banga. Saboda lokacin da suka ji tsoro sun ka hau daji. Su kuma 'yan sanda sun fantsama tare da 'yan banga na cikin gari tare da 'yan kwamiti gat. Sun je su da yawon da su cikin kumci sai aka ce ai suna cikin an gamba sannan suka zaɓi aka ta an gamba an ka su.
The highly commended Divisional Police Officer CSP Shuaibu Abdullahi led Commissioner of Police and his team through the temporary holding pens where the recovered livestock was secured. With this latest recovery, the command has retrieved approximately This latest recovery, the command has recovered approximately 1,500 animals, including camels, over the past 3 months. This landmark rescue in Rapa joins a string of operational successes recorded across frontline local government areas, from neutralizing high-profile gang leaders to clipping logistic chains. Key arrests include suspected fuel supplier Abubakar Mode of Kwaraka village.
Duka wannan shiga wannan dokar da ni ita ce da ni saboda na ce ma ban daɗe da ba daga kudu duka ban wuce wata ɗaya ba na dawo ne na yi noma ana matattalin koma ne dan.
And informant Mutau Shehu of Lungun Rafia village in Wamako local government area. In addition to this arrest, the command recovered multiple firearms of various calibers, illicit substances suspected to be cannabis, native charms, and on Wednesday, intercepted a massive cache of 870 rounds of brand new 7.6 by 3.9mm ammunition.
First, the kidnapped victims, tell us about it.
We are here in Raba local government area of Sokoto State. On the 28th of July, at about 08:30 hours, some bandits came into the town, specifically to Mekujera community. They wrestled a number of cows and kidnapped very many young men and children. The information got to our DPO, and he mobilized the VCRU, the tactical teams, including the anti-kidnapping teams. They all moved into the bush. They trailed them to a location towards the Zamfara Sokoto State border. And on getting there, the hoodlums, the bandits begin to fire sporadically. And after responding, because of the firepower of our men, they abandoned the children and run into the nearby forest. Our men continued to comb the place and recovered 32 victims. Those victims are made up of 6 adults and 26 others. Those 26 others are mostly children. Like you have seen them, we've handed them over to the chairman of the council, who will in turn reunite them with their families.
It is said that this local government, and by extension, Sokoto East, is the hotbed in terms of insecurity in Sokoto State. What is the police doing in this regard?
This is one of the hot zones in Sokoto State, yes. And it also is also part of the Sokoto South that we have been talking about. We have made serious deployments here. We've increased our men, the tactical teams. We have F4B, the soldiers are here. And recently, the state government bought some security equipment, including APCs and some other facilities. They have been distributed to us, and we are taking rubber as a priority. We've also been engaging members of the community, especially the community leaders and the youth leaders. We have had a series of interactions with them, and we always assure them that all we needed from them is intelligence.
How has the leadership of IGP Olatunji Rewan Disu, PSC Daga MPM, affected your leadership and the performance of the force in Sokoto State?
The IGP is the best thing that has happened to us. He has given us the leverage to do the right things. His doors are always open. He calls us all the time. We call him, he picks it. He's very, very supportive in anything we do. And he pushed us all the time so that we will be able to get the desired result and let the community understand that this change is a real change, and there must be improvement in our outputs.
Your word for the people of Sokoto State.
Please continue to trust us. Give us that trust. Give us the informations. Your information will be taken in confidentiality, and we will always utilize it. Don't be afraid of approaching policemen and tell them what you are passing through. If you don't tell us, we won't know. Any movement, you see any new faces entering your community, please come up, let us know. The members of the community should be able to also organize themselves and watch their various towns and make sure any new faces around them is reported to the police.
It is rare, finally, to see a commissioner of police armed with rifle and leading from the front. What is the rationale behind it?
You cannot lead the men without getting armed. You can see the situations here. Most of these guys that does these things, they call themselves solar because they operate in the daytime more than the night. So if we come out at any time, we are ready for them. And that's why not only me, but all of us carry the little rifles we can have around us.
Why the Inspector General of Police, Olatunji Rewan Disu, continues to provide strategic operational direction and logistic support. The Sokoto State government, under Governor Ahmad Aliyu PhD, continues to prioritize state security. Reportedly, he has acquired several operational assets, including buffaloes, hillocks, motorcycles, among other operational assets. Critical stakeholders across the state agree. If the federal government continues to enhance police welfare and supply modern operational tools, violent crime in Sokoto State and across the nation will soon be a thing of the past.
Without policemen, you can't go anywhere. Not even one. Almost all of the area without policemen, you can't go anywhere. 10 policemen here are better than you bring at least 40 soldiers.
Banditry is something police can do it when they were equipped. If they were well equipped, if they were remunerated, they can be ready, become patriotic Nigerians, to sacrifice their life to save the life of many.
Bisa ga aikin da suke yi na tsaro na wannan jiha, mu 'yan kaso jihar Sokoto muna gamsuwa da yadda suke gudanar da ayyukansu a wannan jiha wajen kare dukiyar mutane da rayukansu.
musamman sha'anin tsaro da ake fama da shi a halin yanzu. Muna da tabbaci na musamman ga wannan runduna ta 'yan sanda ta jihar Sokoto yadda take gudanar da aikinsa local gamma 23 na wannan jiha.
They are doing well because day and night they are on to ensure that they protect the life and the property of the community.
We thank God so far, if not of recent, that the banditry just enter. But I believe with the police in the state, that is why we are still doing our business. Without them in the state, this state would have been turned upside down.